ever seen a grid that lines across the sphere celestial? The science says they're contrails, but we know there's something bestial. A chemical compendium of elements quite various. We haven't got a sample, but we still know it's nefarious.
So, what's in the trails anyway?
There's strontium, aluminum, and barium, and chromium, and red blood cells, and white blood cells, and bromium, and strontium, chaff, mercury, and polymers, particulates of nano, and streptomyces, fiberglass, and worms. Entire can. We've seen the photos on the web and pics of planes with tanks inside those trails. We see up in the sky a chlorinated pesticide and sulfide, arsen, coal fly ash, and other noxious vapors. For details, here's a lengthy list of Marvin Herndon's papers. There's Rosalind on YouTube and the Minecraft Man on Rumble. The Shills and 7-7 see their science lessons crumble. A century of history of trails of condensation. Forget it, fresh from Florida, here's more state legislation. Chemtrails began in 21, I heard from concerned citizen, or maybe 18 years ago. 07, this is Peterson. You really trust the government to come up with a remedy? We're putting all our confidence in Robert Francis Kennedy
Jr., that is.
The planes that scratch their lines across the sky don't show on radar. At least that's what we've heard, and none of us have checked it so far. You want more proof, or just look up? That's the Skywatch Maxim. And don't blame us for shouting when some lunatic attacks them. We've got laundry lists of patents, and we've seen Dane's dim and Doka flick. We know on heavy spraying days it makes all us believers sick.
Please, no bagpipes.
Some people try to claim they're clouds, but surely they're not serious. We saw the Shasta sample showing stuff that's deleterious. The planes go up like rockets or make grids like knots and crosses. Not like the clouds we drew at school that look like candy flosses. They say that contrails can't persist, it's all down to humidity. But we know better with our brand of self-assured stupidity. When water vapor hits cold air at -50, will it freeze? Of course not, and we know that with our chemtrail science expertise.
Your starter for 10, no conferring.
There's SAI and SRM and MCB and ARIA. I don't know what they mean, but using acronyms is scarier. I asked Alexa and she said that chemtrails make it bleaker. And who can argue physics with voice-activated speakers? The metals in the trails get zapped with top secret frequency. They try to keep it hidden, but we're wide awake so we can see. It might be done by DARPA or some agents of the shadow state. They dim the sun for Emma Rock and make poor Debs' house vibrate. This is all the chemtrail proof that's so far been discovered. But don't forget that David Keith is funding more at Harvard.